Hello everyone. Over the next few days, Black Lesbian community will have two discussions on penetration in lesbian relationships. These conversations will be held on Clubhouse. The first discussion is on Friday, October 18th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and will center femmes. The second will be on Monday, October 21st at 8:15 and will center masculine-presenting and no-label lesbians. Black lesbians are invited to attend both discussions as members or guests. Request links in the comments if you are not already a Clubhouse member. This is the second of two videos I posted addressing the topic of penetration in lesbian relationships, which has always been controversial, particularly in feminist lesbian circles. Using a feminist lens, this video counters the first by highlighting a few arguments in support of penetration and the use of strap-ons in lesbian relationships. 1. Empowerment through choice. Feminist perspectives that emphasize bodily autonomy argue that as long as penetration is consensual, it can be an empowering experience for those who choose it. Strap-on use allows women to explore their sexual desires without being constrained by external judgments about what is or isn't appropriate in a lesbian relationship. 2. Sexual exploration and pleasure. Many feminists promote sexual freedom and exploration as part of a woman's right to pleasure. Penetration with a strap-on, for some lesbians, is a form of sexual expression that allows partners to experience pleasure in a variety of ways. Rejecting penetration entirely could limit the full scope of pleasure and sexual intimacy available to women. 3. Challenging gender binaries. Some feminists argue that the use of strap-ons can challenge traditional gender roles rather than reinforce them. By subverting the notion that only men can penetrate, lesbians who engage in strap-on sex can redefine what penetration means and reject the patriarchal monopoly over it. 4th, expression of power dynamics on feminist terms. BDSM and power dynamics can be part of healthy sexual relationships, even within feminist frameworks. Some lesbians find that the act of penetration with a strap-on allows for an exploration of power and control that is consensual and empowering, often seen as a way to assert one's sexual agency, particularly when the dynamics are negotiated and mutual. 5. Validation of sexual identity. For some butch and femme dynamics, strap-on penetration can be an important aspect of sexual identity and expression. Feminism supports diverse expressions of sexuality, and for some lesbians, the use of strap-ons affirms their sexual identity and helps them feel more connected to their partner. This can help break down heteronormative assumptions that equate penetration solely with heterosexual relationships. These arguments suggest that strap-on use in lesbian relationships, when consensual and desired, can be an avenue for sexual exploration, expression, and empowerment rather than a replication of patriarchal structures. It emphasizes that feminist frameworks should allow for autonomy and diversity in how women experience sexual pleasure. These are just some talking points that will be considered in our discussions. SLS.